friends! Welcome to Coding Garden with CJ. Welcome to Morning Tea with CJ, the show where we just hang out, read the latest JavaScript news, I answer any questions you have, and we just have a lovely time. If you're new to the show, you can visit github.com/codinggarden/morning-tea. You can see all of the past episodes, and anything we talk about today, I will link on this GitHub repo. Let's say hello to all the people in the chat. So if you tuned in, I think it was my last stream. I was working on this YouTube chat manager, but my latest live stream isn't showing up. Maybe I'll debug that. It's one of the things that I'll do. But in the meantime, let's say hello to people in the regular chat. Hello, Vil Codes, welcome to the stream. Hello, Alka, good morning, welcome. Hello, Levi. Hello, Abunga. Hello, Fong Do Hong, welcome. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Sergi. Hello, Miguel. Hello, Alana. Hello, Algorithm. Hello, Bohan. Rabbitworks, welcome. Alka says, goading garden? Did I do that? Hello, Sandeep. Welcome to the stream. Actually, I do, before we get started, I want to debug this YouTube chat manager not working because I would like it to work. Let me go to that folder really quick. Maybe it could be something with the API key, but I'm pretty sure I updated the API key. Let's open that up. Hello, Avi12, who asks, do I know a node module to get the pixels of a region on the screen? If you check the Discord, I think Alka responded to your message, but he recommended a thing called node.js, I think is what it's called. Let's look at it really quick. This actually allows you to automate an operating system with Node.js. So you can move, I think this is it. Let's go to the homepage. You can move the mouse. You can take screenshots. Let's look at the API. Yeah, so you can insert key presses. Probably the one you want is screen. Get bound, so that'll get like a rectangle area of the screen. I would try this out. The one thing you might run into is if your Node.js application isn't foregrounded, it could be harder to grab the screen, but I think this is what you want. Check that out, Avi. And good morning, Avi. Welcome. Hello, Joshua, who says first time here. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Toto. JB says, can I get a sticker? I'm thinking about it. So I actually just ordered a ton of stickers. So if you check out my Redbubble, so go on Redbubble and just search for Coding Garden. It's taking a while to load. Coding Garden. Yeah, you can see some of the new stickers that I uploaded. Well, at least this is the old one, the main one. But if we go to my profile, and you can see some of the recently added. So I have the new Coding Garden logo sticker up there. I uploaded a free debug sticker. Yeah, we can see it. A preview of what it looks like as a sticker. Because this used to be on Redbubble, this sticker in particular. Maybe it wasn't exactly the same, but it wasn't on here anymore. So I recreated it. I found like a fitting font. I don't know if that's exactly... It looks fairly similar to the one that I used to have, but I made it. You can buy it. I will get like 20 cents if you buy one of these stickers. And then the other ones are the Noob Quest stickers, which I think are pretty sweet. So if you saw that stream was like over a year ago. But if you go to newquest.life, this was an episode where I taught Tony all about GitHub and how to collaborate with GitHub. And we built this website where we could go in and make a commit to the repo, which would change our overall health status. It's been a while since Tony's been on the stream, but it used to be like we would do like 2-3 hour streams and Tony would get very tired, and so to signify that, he created some pixel art where as his health goes down, he gets a bloodier nose. And typically, the longer I do this stream, I get a foggier brain. So we made it so that the opacity gets more and more whenever we decrease the health. So there's the CJ NoobQuest sticker, and then there's also the Tony Bloody Nose NoobQuest sticker pack, which I ordered one of these. I don't know how it's going to come out. Usually, sometimes what happens on Redbubble is because these stickers are so close together, it doesn't cut them the right way. So I ordered one of them and I'll see what it's like. If it's decent, I'm gonna order a bunch. But somebody asked about stickers. I ordered 100 of all of these, and I'm potentially gonna put together some sticker packs. Most likely for all of the people that have already pledged on Patreon, and maybe for some of the bigger donations, I'm just gonna send out some stickers because I appreciate you all. But also, if you check this place out, you can get stickers there as well. And also, if you look below the video, there should be a Teespring link where there are some stickers and shirts there as well. So those are cool. And check that out, robot thingy. Alka said, I said goading, then corrected myself. Goading? Okay. Hello, Armand from France, welcome. Bohan is saying, explain this, console log 012, and that gives back 10. My guess is because this is actually like, is it binary representation? Let's see, what is 012 in binary? Let's do this. So 012. Is this 10? This isn't 10. No, that's not binary. Maybe it's hex. Is it hex? Yeah. 9. No, 11 in hex. I don't know. You've stumped me, Bohan. I don't know what's going on here. But my guess would be to look at number representation on like MDN or something, and the 0 at the front of the number means something. I don't know quite what it means. You know what? I bet Alka could tell us. He seems like the kind of person that could tell us. Well, that linked me out to Wikipedia. That's not good. This is the glossary. I want like the number constructor. Yeah, here it is. The number object. Methods, examples. Here we go. Convert numeric. Oh no, these are strings. I wonder if we get the same. If we get the same thing. If I say number with a string of 012. Oh no, that converts it directly to a string. Okay, I don't have an answer for you, but we'll find you an answer before the stream is over. And my guess is because this 0 at the front of the numeric representation means it's in some base, and then it gets converted to decimal. Cool. Oh, octal. Thanks, Alka. I knew you would know. Hello, Matcha. Welcome to the stream. Hello, unenabled. Danielle says they're loving the new logo. I appreciate that. Sandeep asks, I want to learn some machine learning, but don't want to leave the Node ecosystem. Maybe we can have a stream about something related to it. Yeah, and I think on the coding train, he talks about TensorFlow.js, which you absolutely can use with Node.js. And this is a machine learning library for JavaScript, so you can check that out. Hello, man on the run from Greece. Alka, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. I appreciate all of my mods. I thought about sending like Christmas gifts when Christmas came around last year, and I totally forgot. But yes, mods get stickers, absolutely. Hello, Trent. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Mano from India. Good morning, Andreas. Miguel has the answer. It's octal. ... Yeah, so let's look up octal numbers. And so let's convert. Now that I know what it is, let's convert it. So when you're working in some particular base, so base 2, the numbers when you convert them to binary are the representation of that number to a given power. So if we look at the binary number 111, what this means is 2 to the second power plus, well, not what it means, but how we convert it to decimal, plus 2 to the first power plus 2 to the 0th power. And ultimately, this is times 1 plus that times 1 plus that times 1. And this gives us 4 plus 2 plus anything to the 0 power is 1, I want to say. So that gives us 7. So 111 in binary is 7. So we can do the same thing with 012, and octal means it's base 8. So this would be 8 to the second power times 0, which is 0, plus 8 to the first power times 1, plus 8 to the 0th power times 2. And so this gives us 0 plus 8 plus 8 to the 0th power is 1 times 2 is 2, and that doesn't work. Is anything to the 0th power? Am I right on that? 8 raised to the 0th power? 1. Oh, yeah, and this is 8 to the 1st power. Oh, this gives us 10. Is that right? That's the number we were looking for? That is the number we were looking for, wasn't it? Yes, no, 12. No, 10. I was thinking of it's 10. 10, I got it right. So this is octal because it's in base 8. Cool, thank you, Miguel. Hello, the Minecrafter, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was thinking of hex, and hex 10 is 10. Oh, no. 10 is 10, but, which is, yeah. Hello, Kakashi from Morocco. It's 3 p.m. Oh, that's awesome. It's the afternoon. Hey, no worries, Christopher. It was my first guess, too, for it to be hex. Yeah. Oh, Alka, they had to run, but they came back and heard to hear about it. Oh yeah, and Alka's for machine learning in JavaScript, there's also ML5.js. Does ML5 work with Node? I thought it was maybe only a browser thing. Friendly machine learning for the web. Yeah, you can check that out. Check out TensorFlow. Algorithm is asking, in Feathers.js, how can I do private messaging between 2 persons? Just asking about the concept. Essentially, you would have to set up private channels. I don't know if I'll have time to talk about it in depth, but let me note your question down, and we could potentially talk about it later. And JB mentions Brain.js. I've heard of Brain.js, but let's check it out. It's another machine learning library for JavaScript. Neural networks in JavaScript. GPU accelerated neural networks. Cool. Hello, Harsh. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Miguel is saying the leading 0 is just the prefix. I mean, is 0 the prefix for octal, though? That's very interesting. Let's see if we can find JavaScript number prefixes. Well, that's not helpful. Let's ask Google. I don't know. Let's stop talking about it. It was a great question, though, Bohan, and I'm glad we figured it out. It is octal. Yeah, Bohan says, I for some reason, I thought it was supposed to end up as 12, but no, that doesn't make sense. It ends up as 10, which is the right answer. Yeah, and 0 is the octal prefix. But technically, I guess if this was still in octal, it would still work because you take whatever that is and multiply it by whatever number is there, so it just results in 0. Andreas asks, why does it think it's octal and not sevental? And it's because of the prefix. We could find probably a table somewhere that tells us what are all the prefixes in JavaScript, because I think you can do something like 0x, and I think that's hex. Yeah, like let's look at 0x10. 16. Yeah, in hexadecimal, 10 is it? Yes. No. 1 0 in hexadecimal is 16. 10 in hex is A, I want to say. Yeah, JV says it's A. Cool. I think Avi, we do go from right to left. So basically this is whatever to the 0th power, then it's to the 1st, then it's to the 2nd. Same there too. Andres is asking a bit versus a byte. So I mean, this is a fun conversation. We haven't talked about any news yet, but if you look at the number 111, which is in binary, each one of these is a bit. And when we talk about something being 8 bits, that's literally 8 numbers. So there are 8 bits in 1 byte. Each of these is a bit. There we go. Danan J says, just found out that SVGs don't work on email templates. Yeah, I've never tried that. There's this weird thing from Microsoft. It's not SVG. I forget what it's called. But it's like a drawing language. Is it VML? Yeah, vector, don't do that. Vector markup language. But I was coding on some emails a few months back, and VML is one of the workarounds to get like background images and decent looking buttons in like Outlook and with some older email clients. But yeah. Hello, Steven. Hello, Sasa, who says, hello, magician. Greetings from Serbia. Welcome, Serbia. No, sorry. Welcome, Sasa from Serbia. Sorry. It's early for me. Okay. Is this just maybe gonna work? No. Let's see. What are we logging? Oh, invalid credentials. Okay. That's good to know. So let me hide my screen for a second. I just need to go grab my latest YouTube API key. And then I can use my fancy YouTube chat manager that I was working on in one of the older videos. Oh, you know what? I may need to create a new token. Let's do this. Localhost 5000. Auth Google. Yeah, I know you can't see my screen, but I'm doing a weird workaround thing where I do Google OAuth, this sets a cookie, and then I copy the cookie into my environment variables. It's not ideal, but for now, until I add that feature, it's what I'm gonna have to do. Let's see. Here, or .env. Bohan has the exposed API. Thanks, Bohan, because I totally forgot to just close this window, but has the exposed API key counter. Yes, it works. Cool. Close that. There we go. Here's the live chat manager that I built. We can now view the live chat. There we go. Let me clear the So there's this error of negative count because basically it keeps all of the acknowledged messages from the last live stream, and so then it has the wrong count. But yeah. Oh, are these the oldest messages? I might have. You know what? I think I don't know. Hello, Miguel. If I didn't say hello, and thanks for the octal answer. Yeah, and so basically the way this works is the left-hand side, I can click the check to acknowledge it, and then on the right-hand side, it grays out, and on the right-hand side, you see the real-time chats coming in. Yes. That's not very nice on enabled. Don't do that. We're acknowledging... Hello, Mano. I don't know if I said hello, but hello. Do. Oh, Miguel mentioned that C made it popular. I think he means the 0 prefix for octal made that popular. We talked about email templates. We said hello. Hello, Beck, who says, do I know Monitor's algorithm by chance? I've never heard of it. No. Let's look it up. Well, I'll leave that tab open while I acknowledge these chats. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the stream. Avi says, I made an algorithm to convert many data types to others as well as sum the numbers up. That's cool. It seems like a convenient library. Yeah, and there's that exposed API counter 0. Hello, Shaitan. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Alex. You from the Dominican Republic? Is that DR? Welcome. Danielle is asking, do I have any experience with WAMP? on the Mac equivalent in your case, and sending form data in an email. I feel like I've tried a million things and nothing gets to send. So WAMP is usually the like the LAMP stack, right? Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. I used to have it installed on Windows. Well, not WAMP. There's the WAMP server, XAMPP. That's the one that I used to use. Maybe you try using that one. I don't know if it's still relevant. But this is a nice little like standalone tool where you can like run it locally as a dev server, and it gives you MySQL, PHP, and Apache all running. Apache friends. Oh, and now they use MariaDB instead of MySQL, which is the open source version of MySQL. So I've used this before, but a very long time ago. And sending form data in an email. Is that possible? Like, I don't know if you actually can embed a form with a submit method inside of an email. That might be some sort of security precaution. I don't know. I've never done that. I don't know if it's possible, but it's an interesting question. Hello, Linus. Welcome to the stream. Happy birthday, Linus. That's great. Welcome. Happy birthday. Yes, so 0 was popularized in C as the prefix for octal. Oh, Avi says it's not a library, it's usable from their website. Oh, so they have a place where you can go, you type in a number, and it converts it. Cool. If you share it in the Discord, I'll put the link up. Inspire says, CJ, you are the best. Thank you, Inspire. Christopher is saying that XAMPP tool that I showed, XAMPP, is relevant. It's been forever since I did that. Hello, Danny, who asked, what exactly is going on here, a live coding session? No, this is a morning tea stream where we browse the web. I have not browsed the web yet because I've been catching up on the chat and my YouTube chat manager wasn't working. And some people have asked some interesting questions like, why does 012 when you log it in JavaScript come out as 10? But we figured out that it's octal representation. And then Miguel pointed out that when you have a number that starts with 0, that was popularized in C as being the prefix for octal. So yeah, there's that. Let's see if there's any interesting news, because that's usually what I do on the show. I'm on r/JavaScript. This was posted 2 hours ago. It has 27 upvotes. Releasely, be notified on open source version releases. That's actually pretty cool. Let's go to the website. Follow the open source U. Cool. I guess it's web-based. You choose the projects, and then it brings in when the releases happen. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like that. Let's link to it. Releasely, be notified on open source version releases. We'll throw that octal stuff under extra. And the question we were answering, which was from Bohan, is when you do console log of 012, this comes out as 10. Why? Explanation below. Yeah, Releasely seems cool. I'm not gonna look at the comments, but yeah, check out Releasely if you want to stay up to date. Here we go. 68 upvotes. You might not need a framework. On Medium. Dusan says, I should make something very clear. I'm not advocating that you never use a framework. I just think that it's very important to understand the underlying concepts of how JavaScript itself works. This is very relevant because it wasn't a live stream, but it was a premiere. It did live stream on Brooks Build's channel. But if you look at my videos, if you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out because it's pretty hilarious. The crowd, there's a very, very engaged and excited crowd in this one. So this video, this was a talk I did at a meetup last week, and I built a vanilla JS single page application in the style of MVC using no libraries, no frameworks. Everything is vanilla JavaScript. So you can check out that video. That was super fun. And I just remembered I don't have the ability to send a chat in this tool. So I need to open the other live chat to send messages. In a future episode, I'll add lots more features to that YouTube live chat manager. We're here. A vanilla JS. Shh. Yeah, so we'll leave that there, just in case I need to send more messages. But yeah, check out this video. It's like I said, the crowd is kind of what makes that video entertaining to watch, because they're like, they freak out quite a bit. Okay, but let's read this article. So I wanted to showcase how much JavaScript has grown and point out that there might be some simple use cases where using a framework might be overkill. Cool. Let's say you have some static HTML in your HTML file like this, okay? And you want to do stuff with the JS app div, this thing. Cool. You could just fetch it with the query selector and change it manually, but let's say you want a more component-based approach. You could write something like this. So we have an app constructor. Our context is some element name. This is very similar to the code that I wrote. So it takes in the selector. It sets, I called it like app element. And then you just override its inner HTML. Interesting. So it lets us combine components pretty easily. Let's say we have a username and password form. Yeah, I mean, I think they're also using kind of like object-oriented programming to better structure the code. Wait a second. Wait one. Oh, are they using Parcel? Oh, they're using Parcel. Okay, this isn't exactly vanilla then, because I was like, you're importing CSS? What? You can't do that in the browser, but they're using Parcel. Okay. Cool. Like it. Yeah, interesting article. I will link to it here. I'm also going to link to that vanilla JS MVC video that I just shared. Oh, didn't mean to close that. Someone asked about that algorithm. We'll get to it in a second. Okay, let's catch up on the chat. Yes, we described what's going on here. Sometimes I do implement some sort of coding thing if I find an interesting news article about a new library or something like that. But we'll see. We will see. Hello, Dirkerall. Welcome to the stream. Danielle's saying, oh, okay. Not a form inside of an email, but a form gets filled and then then the data gets emailed. I see. Yeah, I guess that's more of like potentially a backend issue, as long as if you know that your form is submitting the data to the server, so you have some sort of action that's pointed at your PHP server route, which is going to take in that data. Yes, that's a thing. Hello, Jose. Your first live stream from Kenya. Welcome. Good morning, Terminal Bash. Hello, Julian. Alka is saying 0 prefix is deprecated in JavaScript for obvious reasons. Yeah, because you could get some really weird behavior, especially if you didn't know that that's what was going to happen. So 0.0.12 is, I guess, the new or the recommended way of typing octal. Interesting. Alex is asking about JHipster. Is this Java based? Yeah, Spring Boot. I'll take a look in a second. Interesting. Avi posted on Discord's live chat. Let's check it out. This is the number converter that we're mentioning. avi12.com/data-converter. Ooh, okay. This converter will sum up any data units that you specify and then output the result in bytes, megabytes, gigabytes. Is there a number calculator too? You have a lot of apps, Avi. This is great. And Chrome extensions. Oh, I mean, what happens if I type 012? Okay, We're doing bits. Okay, 1024 bit. Oh, okay. 1024 bits. What if we do megabit? 1024 megabits is 1 kilobit. 1024 megabytes is what? I don't know. Interesting. Thanks for sharing, Avi. Yeah, so the reasons, yeah, if I typed this because maybe I wanted a 0 prefix or something like that, it would be very surprising to me that that turns into 10, because I wouldn't know that it was octal, so it seems confusing to me. Hello, Katoli, welcome to the stream. Hello, Flowsuit, welcome. Shatana saying, Laragon will be better for PHP? Is that like Laravel? Portable, isolated, and powerful. Interesting. So this is like an alternative to using something like XAMPP if you're working with the LAMP stack. Good morning, Brooks. Did you stream this morning, Brooks? Let's look at your Twitch channel. Videos? Yes, 2 hours ago. Nature of Code with Rust. Check out Brooks Builds. Oh, and Brooks hosted the meetup where I gave that Vanilla.js MVC talk. So if you go to Brooks Builds channel on YouTube, Brooks Builds, he has posted the other videos. So we did a short Q&A after that vanilla. Well, after we called it the Front End Framework Showdown. So yeah, Cass did the same app that I built with Vanilla, but with Vue.js. Marlena did React, and then we did a short Q&A session. But you can see my video on his channel as well. Check it out. Right there. Hello, Ben. Welcome to the stream. Brooks is saying CJ was on very little sleep at the time. This is true. I was a little loopy, but it made it more fun. Alex is saying, I'm building an app using Node and Express and having some problems with cores to make calls to my API. Is there another solution to solve this? So if you have control of the backend, the cores module is the way to go. So you can install this on your backend. By default, when you just use it, it's going to enable access control allow origin of star, meaning literally any client can make a request to it. So as long as you have this, your backend should be good to go. From your front end, from there you won't really have to do anything. But what could be happening is if your route throws an error, there's a possibility that the core's header doesn't get added to the outgoing response. So you want to look at your server logs and make sure that that response is actually responding, because otherwise it could actually be that the backend has an error, and even though you have cores headers, you're still getting an error. So that's one way to look at it. Yeah, and I would say this would be the way to go. If you have your Node backend, add the cores module. You can also specify some more specific settings as to like what the origin should be instead of just allowing any origin. That's a little more secure. So you could do that as well. Papa Jean says, I missed your message again. Did I acknowledge it? I only have one message on here. Maybe it didn't go through, but welcome, Papa Jean. I do not miss your messages on purpose. That's the point of this tool, so I can avoid missing messages, because I don't like that. Alka is saying you can import CSS. Yes, but in a CSS file or in a style tag, not inside of your JavaScript, right? I know that's possible, but you can't just import in a JavaScript. Can you? Oh yeah, and Alex, check out our Discord server. If you go to coding.garden/Discord, that will redirect you to sign up on our Discord, and you can throw a message in back-end questions or front-end questions. Maybe throw some screenshots of the errors you're getting, or if you have a link to GitHub, somebody can try and help you out. Hello, George, who says, what is the best way to start learning React? I would say definitely have a fairly solid foundation in JavaScript. That is, like, if you're totally new to programming, you should at least have been programming. I don't want to put it in terms of time, but you should be familiar with the more modern features of JavaScript, like let and const and the class keyword, and template literals, and some higher order functions like map, filter, and reduce. Import, export syntax. There's a lot of JavaScript that goes into React, so I would say be familiar with those kinds of things. And then just start building stuff. So if you, I don't know, I don't know of any React course in particular, but I would recommend Academind. I know Academind, the YouTube channel, Academind has a ton of React videos. Yeah, React.js tutorial for beginners. That's like a 2-hour video. I've done videos on React, so if you go to my video search website, just search for React, you can see all the videos I've done. But if you scroll all the way to the bottom, I did do an intro to React. This is like an 1.5 hour long video where I try to describe all of the concepts, a lot of the different ways of doing things. So yeah, check that out. Danielle is saying it very well could be like my firewall or something causing issues, but I tried to set up setting up a mail server. That's my alarm. It's time to wake up. Try setting up a mail server, try using Google's SMTP server, no luck. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so a lot of times when you set up your own SMTP server, if it's not on an IP address that Google has like verified, or at least know that it's not a spam address, your emails could be going to the spam folder. I've sent emails using Google's SMTP server. Typically, you have to enable password login for one of your accounts, and then you can just use the Google credentials directly to send the message. In Node, there's a package called Node Mailer. I'm not sure what the equivalent would be in PHP, but Node Mailer is pretty easy. You just throw in your SMTP details and it sends the email. So, hello, Ayub from Morocco. Welcome to the stream. George is saying they use Laragon, so this was the alternative to XAMPP, basically a way of like running PHP locally on your machine. Seems cool. Appreciate it, Brooks. There's a stream raid. Yeah, people that do PHP are preferring Laragon versus XAMPP or WAMP. Hello, Mad10, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the full video is on Brooks's Twitch channel. So yeah, if you go to Twitch, Brooks Zerker, look at videos, and then two videos ago, this is the full live stream with all 3 of our talks for the front end framework showdown. Thanks for the link, Alka. Raul, so I think this might have been the last stream where they asked, would I recommend Flutter or React Native? But they say they're having a good time with Flutter, so that's good. Hello, Tejas, welcome. Oh, and then Avi's site, which I showed a second ago, was built with Vue, so that's fun. Tejas is saying, this timing is great for me in India. I'll try to do morning tea streams more often. Thoughts on Meteor.js? It's interesting. I tried it like once. I haven't tried it in a very long time, so I can't really say that much about it. I didn't exactly like the fact that the same code is running both on the client and the server. You could have like an if block that says like, if I'm on the server, do this. If I'm on the client, do that. I don't know how I feel about that. I like separate things. I don't know if it's still that way, but that was my impression of it. Tejas, we are just hanging out. At this point, I'm really just talking to the chat. I clicked like 1 or 2 news links. We'll talk about Monishur's algorithm, which I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out. And we'll talk about JHipster, which looks like an app generator that uses Spring Boot and Angular. I don't know. Oh, Fabajan is saying it was at the start of the stream. You know what happens? Sometimes if you send a message too early before the stream starts, I will never see that message. For some reason, YouTube like there's a cutoff. So I don't think I did it on purpose, but hello. Valakan is asking how to protect resources with JSON Web Token. I've done some streams on it. It's a combination of doing stuff on the front end and the back end. If you check out the Noob Quest auth streams, this was a 5-part series where we implemented auth from scratch. But part 1, we go through the sign-up process and how you would essentially sign up a user and then generate a JSON Web Token so that they are now logged in after signing up. But essentially, your back-end application would have some sort of middleware that can look at the headers of the incoming requests and verify that the token on the header is a valid token, and then potentially verify that that user has access to a given resource. Yeah. Katoli is saying, can I make a PR to your Discord bot to remember people to emoji react with the welcome message, because lots of people miss it? You know what? I'll show you really quick. Is it on Discord Manager? When you sign up on the Coding Garden Discord, the bot, excuse me, will send you. I don't know what's happening. Excuse me, I can take a break. Ooh. Yeah, but when you sign up on the Coding Garden Discord, the bot will send you this welcome message, which tells you exactly what you need to do to gain access to the channel. And there's a lot of people that miss it. I tested it. Can someone test it for me right now? Like, create like a dummy Discord account, try signing up for the Coding Garden Discord. You should get this message, which tells you exactly what to do. It's just some people may not see that message or may not know what it's for, but that message tells you exactly what you need to do. Rod is saying, my messages are also missed. I don't know why I posted a link to one website. Yeah, so the YouTube chat doesn't let people post links unless you're a mod. So sorry about that. Matcha saying the .NET Ninja, or the Net Ninja, makes great content. Let's check him out. I've seen his channel before. The Net Ninja. Oh, they have videos on Flutter? Nice. Nice. And I'm sure a bunch of other stuff too. Cool. Yeah, oh, and videos on React and hooks and context. It's great. Check it out. Brooks is saying, I highly recommend the Front-End Masters course, Complete React 5. This is not a paid advertisement. But yeah, this is a course from Brian Holt. I think this is a paid course, but most of the stuff on Front-End Masters is legit. So that's a great option as well if you want to learn React. Bohan is saying, what's the difference between align items and align content? This is a Flexbox question, and you know what? Maybe that's what we'll code this morning. We'll do something easy. We'll get some Flexbox going and then just describe all the different parts of it. Raul is asking, what are my thoughts on Adonis.js? I wonder why it isn't bigger than it is. That being said, should you avoid frameworks with relatively small communities? I think it depends. I think if that framework or that library speaks to you and it does things in a way that makes sense to you, absolutely use it. Like, that's how the community is actually going to grow around it. Yeah, I mean, if no one used things that had small communities, those communities would never grow to be larger and more popular. But that said, you may run into issues getting help with something or finding community examples of things. So there are pluses and minuses of using something that have a small community. I've seen Adonis.js, and it seems interesting. I haven't used it, though. Microservices, TDD, it has like an ORM built in. It seems like very similar to Feathers, and that it's kind of like a full featured backend framework that has a built-in lots of stuff. But I've never used it. It seems interesting. Oh, Matt Tin is saying it's called PHP Mailer. So in Node, it's called Node Mailer. PHP, it's called PHP Mailer. Cool. Yeah, Brooks is saying they really like that React course. I think, well, no. Are you doing Vue now, Brooks? I think you were doing React for a while, weren't you? But yeah, I do React every day. Tejas is saying, when are you explaining Docker, CJ? How long have I been I've been streaming for 48 minutes. I'm going to go for about an hour and 15 minutes. So maybe today. Maybe today is the day that I explain Docker. Oh, Danielle is saying they honestly know jack about PHP. So yeah, why didn't you just build it with Node? Build it with Node. I mean, and if you're going to use, you could also just use an API service. So I use, what's it called? Well, I know there's SendGrid. I don't use this one personally, but this is an API service where you can send emails. They have a developer plan. They have a getting started plan where you can send like 100 emails a month or something like that without paying anything. Try it out. Send 40,000 emails for 30 days and then 100 a day forever. Yeah, so check out SendGrid. What's the one that I use? Mailgun. I use Mailgun, which is very, very similar. And they might have similar pricing. So 10,000 emails per month with 100 validations is free. If you're sending more than that, then it gets more expensive. But yeah, I would say try one of these services because then you don't have to deal with like, well, you might have to actually set up SMTP, especially if you want the email to come from a custom domain. However, once you get it set up and going here, then it's just a post to their endpoint to, yeah, they show you here. You curl to the endpoint, you say who the email is from, who it's going to, what the text is, and it just sends the email. So you can check those out too. Hello, Eyes. Welcome to the stream. See you later, Brooks. Have a safe commute to work. Shatana is saying, thoughts on TypeScript support for Vue? I haven't tried it or used it. I mean, that said, version 3 is being rewritten in TypeScript, so yeah, no thoughts, but I should probably try it one day. Hello, Vishnu, who says, hey, CJ, huge fan. Appreciate it. Welcome. Eyes is saying, that series helps me a lot. Which series? Maybe it's something I mentioned earlier, but that's cool. More tea. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea. This is carbonated yerba mate. This is probably my favorite thing in the world. One of my favorite things in the world. It's a great way to start a day. My fridge is full of them. This video is not sponsored. These are honest yerba mate reviews from CJ. There we go. Bohan has an answer. Okay, let's look into these things that people talked about earlier. So someone mentioned Monisher's algorithm. Let's look at geeksforgeeks.com. I don't know how good this website is. I've seen this website a lot for like explaining algorithms and stuff like that, but let's just read it. Monisher's algorithm. Linear time longest palindromic substring. Given a string, find the longest substring, which is a palindrome. This is an extremely popular interview question. I did not know that there was an algorithm for solving it. That's very good to know. If given the string, oh no, I don't want it. I just want to learn about Monisher's algorithm. Okay, so the longest palindrome in here is this intersection here. A palindrome is a series of a series of characters that's the same forwards and backwards. And so we need to find the longest palindrome inside of a string, and that's it there. Given this string, the palindrome is the whole thing. The palindrome for this is the whole thing. The palindrome for this is probably A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B. I don't know, we'd have to find it, but there's a naive approach, which is into the third complexity. There's a quadratic approach, which is in squared. Okay, I'm not going to go into the details of the algorithm, but it is good to know that this is the algorithm people can use for finding the longest substring, which inside of a palindrome. I've never heard of it, but it's good to know because there are many students that have told me that they have gotten that exact interview question for like a junior developer job. So I'm going to link this. Cool. And I think it was it Alex? Someone mentioned Jay Hipster. And it looked like JHipster is like a generator that does Java Spring. Yeah, so JHipster is a development platform to generate, develop, and deploy Spring Boot plus some front-end framework, so either Angular, React, or Vue. That's pretty cool. So I haven't really built anything big with Spring Boot. I've really only just tried it. And this seems like it could get you up and going, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, check it out. There were some other questions in here. In Feathers.js, how can I do private messaging between two persons? Just asking about the concept. You could potentially have private channels, or channels where only particular users are allowed to join. Let me pull up like the Feathers app that I've been working on that I need to finish for the Feathers guide. So if you look at the channels file in the generated Feathers app, there's a lot of commented stuff out in here, but it essentially shows you how you can publish messages to specific users. So like this shows you, you have a channel that's essentially specific to one user's email. And so you could have some logic that says like, if like join the user to this channel based on their email, and they're essentially going to be the only ones that get access to that channel, or the only ones that will receive alerts about things that have changed about their particular email. You could, you would kind of have to architect it, because maybe you potentially, well, honestly, I think Socket.io might actually support it, because you can create a room and then join those two users into that room, but you'd need some custom logic on deciding what rooms to put users in, that kind of thing. But this would be the place to start. And just in terms of how, like, creating a particular channel that users can join. Potentially, you have a service called Channels, where you can actually keep track of all the channels in your database, and each channel would store what users have access to what channel. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but it's probably how I would approach it. So you can check that out, try it out. Let me know how it goes. When am I explaining Docker? Okay, I have roughly 20 minutes left in the stream. Let's attempt to do a quick video on Flexbox. I've wanted to do like Flexbox in 10 minutes. And it would be fun to do. So what are the things we want to know about Flexbox? So I always go to this CSS tricks on Flexbox. This is like my go-to resource for Flexbox. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out, because it's pretty much exactly what you need to know about Flexbox. So it talks about properties for the parent, which is called the Flex container. And typically when you're using Flexbox, the parent container will have display flex or display inline flex if you need it to have multiple Flexboxes that flow across a single line. There's flex direction, which says which direction should the child elements go in. So there is direction row, which goes like this. Well, no, you can have row reverse, which goes like this. You can have column, or you can have column reverse, which will reverse all of the items. There's also flex wrap, which will essentially, if you don't enable flex wrap, then it'll just keep scrolling off of the screen. But if you say flex wrap wrap, then your elements will actually wrap to the next line. There's also wrap reverse, so you could easily just reverse the order of the items. Yeah, so a shorthand for flex direction and flex wrap, it's called flex flow, which basically allows you to specify flex direction and flex wrap all on one line. But I usually specify them separately. It's just how I think about it. Okay, and then when you have flex direction row, so you have your elements going across like this, justify content is relative to that row. So flex start, it starts at the beginning. Flex end, it starts at the end. Flex justify content center, puts them in the center. Justify content space between, spaces them out. There's space around, and space evenly. So justify content when flex direction is row will have your elements behave like this. And then yeah, so I believe this, again, is still flex direction row. Align items now applies in the vertical. So where should they start and where should they end? So you have flex direction row, justify content is like this, align items is like this. Now I think if you flip it, so if you do, let's see. Yeah, so then align content aligns and flex containers lined with within when there is extra space in the cross axis, similar to how justify content aligns individual items with the main axis. So the question that was asked was, what is the difference between align items and align content? So align items seems like it's just purely in the vertical. So flex start, flex end, center, stretch. Well, not center, center in the vertical. Whereas align content, it seems to be, I guess, like all of the items. I don't know how to explain that exactly. Someone in the chat was trying to explain it. Align items affects each of the children, but align contents space between and around them. I like it. That's a great way to say it. So align items affects each of the children. Is that what we said? And then align content is the space around the children. Yeah, so align items affects the items themselves, and align content is the space around the items, which not to be confused with the space around property. Cool. Vishnu is saying, I'm trying to contribute to your malware project, but I'm unable to do it. Will I please check? Yeah, I haven't checked out that repo in a long time. Also, let's see what people have to say on malware. There could be curse words on the screen, so shield your eyes. So this site has been running for like over a year and a half now. And it's never gone down. No one's hacked it. And people just keep posting messages. Because that video, which is on the Coding Train channel, people still seem to be watching it. Like, these messages were just posted today or yesterday. Yeah, don't do that. Cool. However, there are 3 issues. Vishnu Verma, so I think this might be you. Yeah, so if this is you, let me know. If it's not, then you can show me which issue you're talking about. But essentially what's happening here is you do not have permission to push directly to this Git repo, which I apologize, but it's actually like a security precaution because this is my repo, and if you were able to push to it, you could overwrite the changes. So what you need to do is first fork the repo. So if you click fork, you'll choose your account, and then you'll have a fork of this repo, and that's what you can push to. So then, after you have your fork, you would need to add a new git remote. And let's actually see if you have forked it, because this should actually take me there. You haven't forked it. So when you fork it, you're going to get a copy of this repo on your GitHub account. And then you get a new Git URL. So you saw the error. Let's copy this. So the error that was happening was unable to access codinggarden/malware/git. That's because you don't have access to it. So I would do this. Step 1, fork the repo. Step 2, add your fork as a remote locally. And the way that works is you do git remote add, you give it a name. In this case, we'll call it my remote. And then you give it a URL. And usually it's something like that, .git. And so after you've done that, now you can push your changes to your remote because you have access to that because it's on your user account. So you could do then push the changes to your remote. And the way that will work is you'll say git push my remote master. And so because we named it my remote right here, when we say push my remote master, it's going to push the changes to your fork, which you have write access to because it's your account. And then step 4 is open a pull request. And then when you open a pull request, those are going to show up here and I can actually go in and see what changes you made and decide if I should merge them in. Or I can make comments and ask you to change things. So hopefully that helps. And let me know if that was you or not. But those should be the steps that you need to take to contribute to this thing. Oh, this is a really old contribution from Andreas. I need to go through all my repos and see what people have made issues and stuff, because it's been a while since I've caught up on all of that. Avi is saying check out tab 9. That sounds familiar. Look, I've clicked it before. Oh yeah. Somebody recommended it to me on the last stream. It uses deep learning to automatically suggest what code you're writing, what code to write while you're writing code. It seems very interesting. I'll link to it because it's interesting. Oh, and then we have like 10 minutes. Should I do Docker in 10 minutes? I can make a YouTube video out of it. Docker in 10 minutes. Should it happen? Tell me in the chat right now. Is saying how to handle RTSP for streaming services, 40 cams in a web page. I've never done anything like that. I've rebroadcasted my live stream to multiple services, but something like this takes like a really beefy server and like transcoding, especially if you're dealing with like 40 different incoming streams. I have no experience with that, but good luck. Matcha is saying solve world hunger. I don't know how, but we'll add it to the list because we shouldn't not solve world hunger. Danielle is kind of stuck with PHP. Hello, Infi. Welcome to the stream. Fernando says hello. Thank you so much for all your content. You're very welcome. Hello, Ricky from Hong Kong. That's great. Abunga says, Mailgun is nice since you can forward mail through Gmail or any other free provider. Yeah, and that's actually what I do. So I have a custom domain, which is my email. I have all the MX records set up to point to Mailgun, and then Mailgun forwards that mail to my Gmail. And then I have Gmail set up with SMTP to that Mailgun server, I think. No, yeah, something like that, so that I can send emails from that same domain through Gmail. Hello, yes, sir. We haven't really built anything today. We've just talked. I've answered questions. Oh, there's also, for PHP sending emails, there's also PHP list. Hello, Sumin, who says your videos help me a lot. Heart. Always wanted to say thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah. Hello, Sakthevel. Welcome to the stream. Gatoli says, please someone make a no TypeScript sticker. I don't want to because I feel like it will be a political statement, and then all of the TypeScript people will personally attack me, and I don't want that happening. So someone else can create it, but I'm not going to put it under my Redbubble account. TypeScript stream confirmed. Best Node Mongo JWT series. I mean, I don't know about best, but I did do one on NewQuest, which I mentioned a little bit ago. NewQuest. But we use MongoDB on the back end with Node and Express, and we generate JSON Web Tokens using the JSON Web Token package. We hash users' passwords using bcrypt. So you can check out these auth from scratch streams. And yeah. And I just saw a comment from Alka who makes a really good point, and I'll be sure to talk about it. Ricky's saying, using a transition group element in Vue with tag equals div, the class lift method isn't available with ref, hence I can't seem to add a class to the pseudo div element. Any ideas? Don't use a ref and don't use class list. Just use class bindings. So what you can do is you can specify if a particular class should be applied to the element. So this is a simple example of it. So you can do vbind class. You can actually leave off the vbind and just do :class. But then you pass in an object. The properties are the names of the classes you would like to apply. So this could be any class that you want to apply to the element. And then the value is an expression that when that expression evaluates to true, this class will be applied. So with Vue, you shouldn't need to use DOM manipulation and refs to modify the class list. You could actually just do a class binding, specify all the classes you want to add, and then have a condition on the right-hand side as to when those classes should be enabled. I wonder if they let you do object syntax. Yeah, so you can also pass in an array. So if you know all of the classes that you want to apply, you could pass in an array. And so this right here could be an expression. So you could say, if something evaluates to false, then pass in an empty array. And that means no classes will get applied. But if something is true, pass in an array that has all of the classes that you want to apply. That might be a shorter-hand way of doing it than having to repeat the same logic for every class name. But this is I think, what you want, Ricky, rather than manipulating the class list directly. When did CJ switch to the new Reddit? When I forgot my password. So I don't know how to log into my old my old Reddit account. And so I created a new account this morning. Can we go to my profile? I'm www.cj instead of w3cj. So that user account is lost to the world. I don't think I set up an email with it. Any idea for an AWS GIF picture API service? Potentially, you could upload GIFs to Amazon S3, which is they're called buckets. It's like static file hosting. I'm trying to get to the chat messages where people tell me if I should do something about Docker or not. Yasser is saying, good tip. If you press Command B, it'll hide or show the left panel. I don't use that that often. I should, because I click that button all the time. But yeah, in VS Code, if you press Command B, it hides and shows the panel. And actually, I don't think I'm not going to have time to do a Docker video, but maybe later this week. Yeah, there's my timer. I gotta go. I gotta drive to work. Gotta do the commute. Let's actually see, has Syntax released a new episode? I usually listen to Syntax FM on my way to work. Hasty Treat automating stuff. I'm gonna listen to it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll link to it right now. That's what I'm gonna listen to on my way to work. There's that. All right, let's see if I can get through all of the chat messages in like 2 minutes. My internet speed is I'm on Wi-Fi right now, so it maxes out at about 600 megabits. But if I'm plugged in through Ethernet, I have a gigabit connection. Imphy says, "Why is Feather so perfect for a Discord clone?" Because it's real time and it's easy. Ricky is saying, is there a CSS pattern to switch from a grid to a list for an array of elements in v4 in Vue? I think, again, I would either do conditional styling or conditional classes based on some condition, and then you can apply that to your v4. Oh yeah, Matcha is saying play the Froggy game. It's called Flexbox Froggy. It's really good. And I absolutely recommend it if you have not used... I have not seen this before. It's a great way to learn Flexbox. Okay, so we want to get this frog onto the lily pad. I would do justify content flex end, and it puts him on the lily pad. This I might do justify content center, and it should put them on the lily pads. Yeah, so this has 24 different levels where you can learn about all the different things in Flexbox, so check that out for sure. Oh, there's Flexbox Zombies? I haven't heard of that one. Oh, Avi also has fiber. Yeah, so I have fiber. It's right over there. Comes directly into my house, which is pretty sweet. Toto is saying, what about Feathers React and Redux authentication? It's doable. I don't know if I have the time to do it, but yeah, it's definitely possible. Oh, interesting. Did I get a super chat? It's interesting how the super chat is showing up. Yeah, I got a super chat from Ricky. Thank you so much. Who says, "Thanks, man. You are helping the world one coding tip at a time." I appreciate that, Ricky. Thank you. But it's interesting to see how my live chat manager here it shows the message, but it doesn't identify that it's a super chat. I definitely need to add that feature. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to read all the messages because I gotta go. Matcha uses Arch Linux. That's great. Bohan is saying that Flexbox article is awesome. Thanks. You're very welcome. Hello, Wasserfrisch. Welcome to the stream. Alka saying, love the super old Star Wars 404 still. I wonder if there's a repo for the 404 page. I don't know if I've seen that. I don't know. Good evening, Adam. I'm actually about to head out, but I gotta go. Yeah, I'll do this. So Linus is saying, can we watch the supercut example that I sent you? Maybe the other friends have some suggestions for supercuts. Yes, let's do that, and then I will go, because I gotta drive to work. Let's see if I can do this. Send the sound out of the HD60S. Just go to my channel and see if we can get the audio through. Okay, the audio isn't going through the stream, but we'll watch it without audio. Yes, but Linus actually downloaded all of my YouTube videos and then did a supercut to extract every time that I say hello, friends. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up that video that he sent me. And he was wondering if you all have suggestions for other supercuts that we can do. Because basically what you can do is you can pass in a search term, and the video grep will pull out all the occurrences of that particular term that you're searching for. Okay, here we go. Oh no, not that. Un momento. Let's make sure the volume is listenable. So he went through and did a supercut of all the times that I say hello, friends. Hello, friends, and welcome to coding. Hello, friends, welcome to Coding Garden. Hello, friends, welcome to Coding Garden. Hello, friends, welcome to Coding Garden. Hello? No. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden. Some intros. So, hello, friends. My name is CJ. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden. 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 So that's like 2 minutes of me saying hello, friends, which is awesome. And so if you have any suggestions for other supercuts he should make, what is something that I do all the time that would really be really funny to see in a video of every time that I did it? And which also reminds me, so if you check out my YouTube channel, on the community tab, I posted a link a while back to submit a video of yourself saying hello, friends. So I'll share. Can I link to this? Not that. Really, just check out the community tab, because oh my giggles. I don't know if you can video grep for for giggles. Alka says, a supercut of me scrolling down in the chat. Yeah, let's scroll down in the chat. Or like, or it's not even me saying anything. It's just me getting frustrated with the scroll. But, okay, Hello, friends, is something I say at the beginning of every episode, and I mean it because we are a community, we are all friends here, and what I am asking from you is to submit a video of yourself saying, hello, friends. You can also say, my name is CJ, I'm from Denver, Colorado, hello, friends, something like that. And then submit it at this form linked here, which I will link in the description. Basically tell me what is your name, or your online handle is okay. You can remain somewhat anonymous. You could wear a ski mask if you wanted to. Where are you from? And also, this is optional. And then if the video isn't in English, you could say it in your native language and let me know what language that is as well. Submit a link to the video, either as a link to an MP4 file on like Dropbox or Google Drive, or as a YouTube video. But essentially what I'm going to do is with all of the submissions, we are going to create our own little supercut of everyone just saying hello, friends, and I'll potentially use it as an intro to my videos. I'll also mention this is definitely inspired by other things. On the channel Fun Function, they did a video for his 100,000 subscriber celebration. But his catchphrase is "Good Monday morning," and they had people from the community all just saying "Good Monday morning."
There are so many of you. Good Monday morning. Good Monday morning. Good Monday morning. Good Monday morning. My name's Nick from Melbourne, Australia.
I am Laís Tomás from São Paulo, Brazil.
I am JNF from...
Cool, so that's the idea. Basically, I want to see all of your wonderful faces. We're going to edit it together into a video and potentially use it as the intro for my videos. So please check out the link, submit your video. This is going to be fun. Okay, I think that's all I have time for today. There are 50 chat messages I didn't get to look at. I guess I'm gonna leave this window open so I can come catch up on the chat later and see if there's anything. But we have all of your suggestions. Yeah, this chat is gonna stick around for prosperity's sake. You have Linus, you have your suggestions for other things you could potentially do. But I gotta go. I gotta get on the road. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This was super fun to hang out and all that good stuff. But wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And until next time, here's this.